Well, Super Bowl. We made our picks last week. I think we got two people picking the Chiefs, people picking the Eagles. I guess the question is, will the Chiefs start a dynasty with a win, or will the
They're
young
already in the
Eagles
middle
make
of
a
the
name for
dynasty.
themselves with a win?
I'll go first. Chiefs are already in the midst of a dynasty. I mean,
With
5
only
straight AFC
with,
championships.
but
They're in
with
the middle of
only
a dynasty.
one win though. We won only
I,
one
I
Super
I
Bowl.
get that, but a dynasty. I don't feel like a dynasty is only you win 4 or 5 or 6 Super Bowls in 10 years. That's not a dynasty. I feel like is consistent, always for a certain period of time. You're a favorite. You have a chance at winning it all. That's what I feel like a dynasty is. I mean, as long as you get one in there, I feel like it's a dynasty. I don't know
So
about
I have
y'all.
a question then. With that being said,
Mm-hmm.
do you consider Pittsburgh a dynasty?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they
That's a
went to
good question.
5.
They
Yeah,
don't they're consistent. They
I
haven't had a
understand, but
losing record in a long time,
have they
and
went
they
to
won
five
it. They
AFC championships?
no,
So
because
you're
they won Super Bowl and they've been consistent in the playoffs. Probably one of the most consistent teams year in
what
year out.
period of time has the Steelers been what we're seeing in Kansas City?
They haven't been. Not to
I
this
wouldn't
level.
say that.
Were the Bills in the '90s a dynasty?
I mean, shit, I would take it.
Mm.
What,
Consistent.
four
Would you
four
just say
straight Super Bowls?
Bills in the '90s. Were they a dynasty? They were the 4 straight AFC championship
Yep.
games and one Super
Three
With
Bowl.
Super
no
Bowls.
with one
But
Super
they
Bowl
lost
appearance and no
and
wins.
lost. Yeah.
No, 3
Well,
Super Bowl appearances.
Well, three.
if I
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kelly went 3
Yeah,
times.
and then we figure Chiefs, this is their third one, so this is their chance to win the second one. I feel like it's a dynasty. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I
But
just wanted to see if the logic applies.
And it's like
Just consistently overall.
knowing football and knowing the game, the Kansas City Chiefs aren't going anywhere for a long time.
yeah,
So
Patrick Mahomes.
I think all of that combined fits the criteria to be labeled as a dynasty.
Okay,
I can rock with that. Yeah.
so
I
if
can
the
rock with
Eagles, I mean, so there's nothing Eagles can do to challenge them becoming a dynasty. We feel like they're already there. I'm asking. It's a question. It's not.
that. I mean, Eagles ain't a dynasty.
Eagles
No,
so,
I'm not saying the
Yeah,
Eagles being a
like
dynasty. I'm talking
Eagles
about
can go out
questioning
and beat
the
them.
Chiefs becoming a dynasty. We feel like
Oh,
the Chiefs
no,
is
no,
already
no.
a dynasty.
It
Guess
don't matter.
what? If the Chiefs go out and lose this to the 49ers, guess who's going to open up as a favorite for the
You mean
Super
to
Bowl
the
champions
Eagles?
next year?
Should
Yeah,
have been maybe the 49ers, but the Eagles.
damn, that's what I
It's
I
okay.
meant to say Eagles. Who's going to
It's
open
okay.
up?
I see. I see. I
Who's
kind of tilt his head a little
Keep
bit.
me while
You
I'm
said
down.
dynasty.
who's
like,
gonna likely open up as the favorite to win
Right.
a Super Bowl next year?
Chiefs.
Probably gonna be the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Well, NFL loves the Bills too, so it could be the Bills again.
Man,
well.
man, they've been riding the Bills hard.
I don't know. I think the Bills got some work to do. I think, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think people are finally probably gonna
Figure
start
it out.
coming off the Bills.
I think they done figured
Because to
it
lose
out.
like that at home, with all the complaints you guys have made, like 27-10 at the crib in the snow, I don't think that sits well with a lot of people. So I feel like we might see the Bills kind of come off a little bit, but they're gonna be up there. But the Super Bowl, even if the Eagles win, I feel like the Chiefs are gonna open as a favorite.
Because the Eagles, when did they won their last Super Bowl? What was that?
17,
2017?
yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
16, 17.
16, 17. Okay. So I mean, yeah, it's been a minute, but they've been building. The turnaround they made. So like, what does that do? What does a win do for the Eagles? I guess.
Man,
Nothing. It's a good win.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like the last one. I don't think the last Eagles championship sparked the dynasty. It didn't.
No, I'm not.
No.
No, I'm
You
just
could
saying.
ju-
That's
Just
why I
wanna
used
win.
the dynasty with the Chiefs, but I did make a name for themselves with the Eagles. I want to separate those two. I'm not putting them in the same category.
I think the Eagles were a dynasty when McNabb and them was there with Andy Reid when they went to all those NFC
Yeah, they went to
championship
three
games straight.
straight.
Like,
yeah, they went to
so
three
I
straight
understand
NFC.
what Jerry is saying. I don't necessarily think Super Bowls define dynasties or not.
Okay.
When you're consistently good, and I'm not talking about winning during the regular season and making playoff bursts, but when you're getting to the AFC championship or making it to the Super Bowl and it's been consistent over, I would say probably 3 years or more, now
Right.
you're starting to kind of tread that water of, yeah, this is a dynasty. This is, the real deal. And the Chiefs are that.
Okay. Question then: will we consider? I'm just trying to get some good context here because this is a great conversation. I feel like the Niners, Green Bay, Tampa Bay. Over the past couple years, they've all been to the AFC Championship multiple times. The NFC Championship, I mean, multiple times. So how
It's
do we?
really subjective. I mean, at the end of the day, it's subjective. But
Okay.
I feel like maybe more than 3 in a row with the Super Bowl win, and then you have a chance to win a second one in 5 years, or second one in 3 years, 4 years, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
when
that-
was the Niners' last appearance in
2019.
the Super Bowl? It was in 19.
Yeah,
So-
they lost to the Chiefs.
Okay. When was the one with the Ravens? That was further back, right?
2012.
That was with Kaepernick.
2012.
Yeah.
Okay.
2012,
And I was just trying.
I
That
almost
was
wore
just
shirt
trying to
today,
remember and try to
actually.
put it out there since we were talking about
Yep.
the Niners also. So you don't necessarily have to win the championship game if you just make it there consistently and show some consistency throughout the playoffs. I'm guessing that would consider a
for
dynasty,
those
or do
gentlemen.
you have to win? Huh?
For those gentlemen, I respect that opinion. To me, there's a difference between good, great, and dynasty, and to me, y'all just described great teams. You could be a great team to be consistent winners, but for me, if you want to be a dynasty, you've got to win it. Like consistency, a great team is consistent. A great team is going to get consistent wins. They're going to get deep in the playoffs consistently. But if you can't close, I can't consider you a dynasty on my end. I do respect what Justin and Jared are saying. I do understand that. It's just for me, and I feel like the Justin of this conversation, because my bar is probably the highest at this point.
It is.
Yeah, for me, you've got to win it though. Like you've got to win. You've got to win consistently. And the reason why I say I understand their side is because in the NFL, it's a lot harder for back-to-back championships. So
Yeah, not if you get that number one seed.
hard.
Not about this.
Yeah,
That's easy peasy, man.
over a certain period of time.
So, okay, all right, that makes sense then. I agree. 'Cause, I mean, there only could be one winner in each championship game, so that's why I think I wanted to open it up more to see, like, okay, what if you make it there and you don't win, or maybe you win 1 out of 3, or you get to the Super. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
I
like-
definitely think winning
Measurement.
one.
Yeah, winning one is important.
Yeah, I would say winning one. I would say
winning
4
a
straight
championship game or a
championships,
Super Bowl.
1 win. No, like winning a Super Bowl.
One Super Bowl.
Women's
yeah.
Super Bowl. Okay. I just want to make
So
sure.
if I go 4 years, 4 straight AFC championships, I win a Super Bowl, I lose a Super Bowl, and then say I lose an AFC championships, I would say that's the beginning of a dynasty. But it would still depend on the age of the quarterback. Obviously, if the quarterback is on his last leg, you wouldn't say that that's the beginning of a dynasty. But
Okay.
if you can,
Just 'cause you know
that
what's to come.
consistency early, and you can see in the future that what is going on isn't going to slow down anytime soon. I think that's also, but like I said, it's subjective. So it's all what we see and what we anticipate happening in the future. Is what,
And that's another thing for me
goes
that
in
I
there.
can see, and the reason why I wouldn't disagree, with Justin or Jared's point is we all see Mahomes. Like nobody's thinking that Mahomes is going to fall off or
That's going to continue
anytime
for
soon. So
quite some time.
like Jared said, I mean, they're consistently going to be favorites, top 2, 3, for Super Bowl every year, regardless of what happens this year. If they lose this year, they're still going to be a favorite next year. If they make it and lose next year, they're still going to be a favorite the year after that. So yeah, I mean, I understand that logic. I just, I like winners.
Okay. So,
I just want passion, love attraction, let me live action. Being that savage, I just like crashing. See in the bag, ready for the madness. Catch me, I just want passion, love attraction, let me live action.
Phone charge on its last light. Same clothes on from last night. Still lit like it's last night. Young living in the fast life. Young. Smoke cloud from the ash pipe. Catch air from the half pipe. I need a centerfold from the shows with the mansion. Chandelier dancing. Count in a Branton. Yeah. Been had hella Franks when it's ballpark figures. Might be in the field, but I came from the trenches. You can tell it's my time, look at better swing. I do like the charm on my wrist, let me glitch. Want me pay the way, I'm the wave, I'm authentic. Sitting courtside, got a sprain. Nigga, I bring the gang for the gang. Nothing but a thing when I sang. Young Usain, I sprinting. Getting fresh prints. Counting a blessing on blessing on blessing. They call me the reverend, y'all nigga play too much.